Hey YouTube, Crow Collector 01 here, back today for another video review. Today we're going to be re-reviewing the Digimon Xros Dorulumon figure. And Dorulumon here is a wolf, and he comes with the Dorulumon Digimemory. So we have a look at Dorulumon. He is a little stiff looking in terms, he doesn't look very organic as a wolf. And that's mostly just because he has to make the legs. You do get full rotation. Like so. You get some full 360, one single click in and out. And the feet can move back 5 ratchets. But yeah, not a lot to him in just his base form. He sports a little bit articulation, but he mostly is going to just be standing. And we'll get into his first feature, is that he can make the Darulu cannon with Shoutmon. And to do that, we just remove Dorulumon's head. And we can set it to the side because we won't need it. Disconnect him here at the waist. There's 2 of these connector ports and 2 holes here. Then what we're going to do is just kind of flatten these feet out, rotate these forward. Then we're going to take these legs, split them. If you notice, there's some little orange handles in here. We're going to flip those down. Then we're going to reattach these to the feet. The feet have the same connection style as the waist, so they just plug in. Can be kind of, there we go. Tricky to hit it. Do the same on this side. Flip down the handle. And there is the Darulu cannon. And Shoutmon can hold on to these cannon handles and act like he's manning the cannon. It is it's decent for what it is. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to display their Dorulumon like that. But, you know, it's kind of cool. It's a neat little feature. And it was something that I was kind of alluding to in the Blue Flare reviews. Is that these guys don't... these guys have a little bit more interconnectivity together than the Blue Flare guys. And this is one of the ways, because there's little... kind of like mini combinations, pseudo combinations. So yeah, and actually this will bring us into our next form, which will be the Shoutmon Cross 3. So we can just leave him like this, rotate these legs so that this is back at an angle, flip the toes down, and just bring these legs up against the body. Like so. And Dorulumon is ready for combination. And we are going to combine him just like we did Cross 2, with one difference in the step. Well, a couple differences. We're going to remove Ballistamon's head. Move the arms out of the way. This is basically the exact same combination for Cross 2. Except now when we put Shoutmon in, we're going to fold down this tail and flip up, expose this headpiece. And we're going to put him in just like we did before. Except now we're going to watch and make sure that this lip on the neck goes above this slot. Like so. I'm going to put these together. And see, now if we just put this here, we're in Cross 2. The only difference was we pulled that out. So now what we do is we go ahead and we take the Ballistamon head. There's a couple tracks here. Line up with the same tracks on Ballistamon's head. Just push that onto the shoulder. Now we take Dorulumon's head, couple posts, couple ports, tab it in. Then at this stage, we can also, Ballistamon's arms extend a little bit for this combination, just like so. Then we fold Ballistamon's feet to the back. And we just connect him here at the waist. The same connection here on Ballistamon as what was on Dorulumon's waist. So slide that on. Move these feet back a notch. Okay, and then this is where we bring in Shoutmon's microphone. And if you remember my last review, we'd say we would get into this on the Cross 3 review. It's because this piece comes off and makes the Shoutmon Cross 3 head. And there you have it. There's Shoutmon Cross 3. Pretty nice. He is odd in the way that he's shaped. His body's very odd because you have this kind of lanky bottom section from the waist down and a very bulky top. So he tends to be a little kind of, I don't want to say back heavy because he's really not back heavy because Dorulumon has these massive feet. But it can be kind of weird because if you use the full extent of this joint, it's kind of, it ratchets out in 2 degrees. It stops here and then it stops at the back. He kind of looks like he leans back. But you can kind of fix that if you just push down on the joint so that the chest meets the waist, which is usually how I do it. But he can be kind of awkward to stand, which is odd. He looks good in Cross 3 though. I will say that Cross 3 is probably my favorite form. I forgot to fold these handles up. And is usually how I choose to display him. We can also bring, this is where the sword comes in. We can also take our microphone and remove the base and plug this now onto the back of the Starmons, or the Starmon. And now he can hold it as a sword, just like so. That's the real purpose of the Starmons and the microphone, is to make the sword. The sword is technically Cross 4. When he uses the sword, he is Shoutmon Cross 4. Without the sword, he is Shoutmon Cross 3. But it also runs into some naming conventions, and I'm assuming that the show must have been aware of that, because partway into the show, they refer to these guys separately. It's they'll say, you know, Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Dorulumon, Starmons, Pikmons, Digicross, and they'll get, you know, the Shoutmon Cross 4, but that's actually 5 Digimon. And it gets even weirder when they start adding like Beelzebumon and Sparrowmon in, because with Sparrowmon it's Cross 5, but it should really be Cross 6. So then they just started referring to all these guys as the Starmons. So it's just weird. The naming conventions don't really line up. If you watch the show, look out for that, because you'll notice partway in they quit referring to these guys at all. They're just Starmons. So nice, nice figure. He still sports all the articulation, full 360 at the arms, in and out, full rotation here, full rotation at the wrist, forward and back. You can't really pose these legs a lot because they don't go back at the knee. They actually stop here. So you just have the option to fully move the legs. Can kind of Gerwalk mode him if you want to, but I think this way looks the best. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review. This is Shoutmon Cross 4. Next review, we're going to be reviewing the Beelzebumon. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, like the Instagram, check out the TikTok, and everything else. So if you guys like it, let me know in the comments. Making a big push this year, like I said, on the social medias. So I hope everybody checks those out, and hopefully it gets us some new viewership here on the channel. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the review. This is Crave Collector 01, Shoutmon Cross 4, signing out.